Sean Cooch, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, and shut up now, please. Thank you. So, my name is Sean Koch. Actually, technically, my last name is Koch. I like saying this to people, so it's Koch. But the thing is, growing up, this gave me a lot of trouble at school, at high school, but with the teachers. They fucked up my last name. I understand that. As a teacher, you don't want to stand there saying Koch in the middle of a classroom. But they also used to fuck up my first name. They used to call me Sean. I had no idea that spelling Sean, S-E-A-N, was that fucking exotic, but it really was. They must have thought I was from Inner Mongolia or something. I mean, it's a pretty common way of doing it. Like, no one ever talks about their favourite Bond actor, Sean Connery, or how amazing Sean Bean is in Lord of the Rings. They used to fuck it up. So there'd be the roll, and they'd be, on the first day, reading down the roll past all the normal named kids, back in the day when parents gave their kids normal names, and then there would be a pause, and they'd get to me. And I knew what was coming. Sean Cooch? Sean Cooch? Like, that's so much better. Like, whew, we fucking dodged a bullet there, didn't we? Here's the thing. I let into it after a while. I'll be like, that's me. Sean Cooch. Now, you don't want to be a 14-year-old in the middle of a high school class saying Sean Cooch. That's just not something you should be doing. The thing is, if you saw what I looked like when I was 14, obviously what I look like now, it also made me a liar. Now, I've got to do a shout out tonight. I know his name already. So, there was one guy, a mate, who came tonight and he cancelled a sex trip to be here. So glad you made it, buddy. The thing is, this guy's 18. So how's this trip actually going to work? He hasn't even got a driver's license. I mean, what are you going to take a bus to Fielding? But, you know, credit to him. Like, the closest thing to a sex trip I've ever been on was that one time I rode a bike into a prostitute down K Road. Now, because it's kind of like a getting to know us kind of night, I guess you have to get to know me because I'm the one with the microphone. So I grew up in Australia. Do you know the difference between Australians and Kiwis? No. It's nothing. Fucking get over it. Now, the thing is, growing up in Australia, I was actually diagnosed with ADD as a kid. And that makes me extremely forgetful. Hats, wallets, glasses, all these things float past me, some other dimension. I've got no idea where this dimension is. That's why I've got my work keys on my jeans. Yet, I've still managed to turn up to work several times without my keys. It's always a little embarrassing. You get to work and realise you're not wearing pants. Thank you very much. Now, I'm also 37 now, and going through, I'm also single. Now, if you say to someone, I'm 37, single, and living in Palmerston North, and I want to be a stand-up comedian, you know you made some mistakes in your life. The thing is, like, what can you do when you're 37? You live in Palmerston North. There's not much you can do. I would do Tinder, but I don't like horror movies. I guess there are prostitutes, but I don't run to my sister again. Alan is much of a porn guy. Until a couple of weeks ago, I thought Pornhub was the Salvation Army. And honestly, I've gone on, I'm now 37, I've worked a number of jobs. A few tense people in a certain section of the audience currently. I've been a waiter, I've been an apple picker, I used to work in China as an English teacher. 2030 guys, come down, okay? And apparently, a drug dealer. Because from my entire life, people think that I deal drugs. I've got absolutely no idea why. Maybe it's because I'm thin, maybe because I've got lots of energy, maybe because I keep people on drugs. I don't know. Life's a mystery. Hard to work these things out. And starting this new job as a comic, it's extremely stressful. And I'll give you an example why. A lot of people from work tonight, and including my mum, which is nice, thank you. I told everybody at work that most of my set was based around a pigeon joke. And I told them I'm doing this pigeon joke. Here's the thing. I dumped the pigeon joke at about Wednesday. And I've been stressing out all night. I'm standing up in front of all these people, a number who I know. I'm doing this routine about was it Tinder, sex trips, prostitution, drug dealing, and what's keeping me up at night is that I'm not going to tell a joke about a pigeon. That makes you feel insane. I told a mate, and he said, dude, you're crazy. And I said, mate, you sound like a therapist. So it's sort of stress being a comic in Palmerston North. Another reason is that it is a small town. And you know everybody, so if you bomb, you're going to wipe out most of the city in terms of your contacts. But having said that, I'm told that Palmerston North, being a smaller town, is really good for in terms of community spirit. I'm from Auckland, I grew up in Brisbane, so it's community spirit. You kind of know people know you. Just the other day, I was getting a sandwich close to work, and a local cop, he wasn't on duty, came in to get a sandwich as well. Now this guy, he does live near me, so we walk past each other every so often. He would wave to me, but I didn't know he actually knew me. And he knew my name, which is fantastic. Having said that, I do have to go down to the station in a couple of days and answer a few questions. Thank you guys. It is stressful being a comic at Palmerston North. It's hard being a comic, and it's hard being seen. Enjoy the rest of your life.